The news cycle has already moved on. Last Monday, 2 gunmen opened fire at the Islamic Center in San Diego, taking the lives of 3 heroes before taking their own lives. It is being investigated as a hate crime, and the cameras have moved on. So now it's our turn. We are charged to step up now with our love and support. I am inviting you to take a moment, stop whatever you're doing just for a moment, and write a letter of love and solidarity to the children or the families at the mosque. It could be long, it could be just one sentence, but take a moment and write that message, and I'll be hand delivering these messages in a couple days. It doesn't have to be long. Just don't use AI. Make it come from your heart. We'll be binding all of these messages into a book so that the children, the families, they can look back on your words in the very hard days to come and know that they are never, never alone. If you are able to make a donation to the official fund to support the families and the survivors, please do so. Your love and support in any form really matters in this moment. To our Muslim family, we see you, we grieve with you, we love you, we stand with you. We will hold in our hearts Amin, Nadir, Mansoor, and the way that they sacrificed their lives for the children and the families inside of that mosque. We know that this incident is part of a larger pattern, that this act of violence has taken place during a time of extreme anti-Muslim violence, hate speech, extremist propaganda, authoritarian violence targeting immigrants and people of color. We know that for the last 25 years since September 11th, our communities, Muslim, Sikh, Arab American communities, have been targeted by hate violence and state violence, and the two are tethered together. That every time we see surveillance and detentions and deportations, forever wars, genocidal violence abroad, is when we see hate violence at home. We've seen loved ones buried, cremated at our memorials. We've seen our gurdwaras and mosques routinely vandalized. We've seen our children come home in tears from being bullied and met with violence at school. This has become part of our daily lives, and it's only gotten worse because now those who profit from the hate are seated in the highest seats of power in the United States. It's very hard to feel hopeful right now. But when I sit with that grief and that rage and lift my gaze and look back at the last 25 years, I look hard and I see that there have always been people who did what the nation as a whole did not. They crossed the line to stand at the vigil, to extend the tender touch, to leave the donation, to deliver the letter. They crossed the line to grieve with us and say, you are part of us, you are our neighbors, we love you, and we will stand with you, we will grieve with you, and we will organize with you. For 25 years, many of those who grieved with us in the wake of all of that violence after 9/11 are the ones who are still organizing with us today. Anytime people who have no obvious reason to love one another come together to grieve, they give rise to new relationships, even revolutions. That is the kind of love that will power our movements for liberation now. I invite you to send in your letter, send in your message. Do this with kids, with students, with your families. Do this with your friends. Do this in a moment of quiet for yourself, just to express that love that will really matter to someone. And send a donation. It could be $5, could be more than that, but whatever it is will help people know that we're in it for the long haul, that we will continue to stand together for a world where our children and their children might not inherit this kind of trauma again.